Hi, this is Dr. Gary. Welcome to the Daily Tune-Up today. I want to talk to you today about the way you respond to people. In our language patterns and the way we speak to people is laying a lot of the shrapnel that gets in the way of us talking to someone. If you're having trouble at work, maybe with your boss or employees, if you're a supervisor, a lot of times the way people will look at you or your employees will look at you is that you're out to get them. I know that might not be true, but people look at it that way because they have this fear factor within themselves that doesn't allow them to understand proper communication with a person that's their superior or a person that's their mentor. They're on the defensive because of their position in the company, they feel as though they're substandard of what you are. One of the main things we have to do is get in rapport with people. And always remember this factor: someone always trusts someone who is much like themselves. Now that doesn't necessarily mean the way you dress, it doesn't necessarily mean the way you act, it means usually the way you talk and the words you use. A neurolinguistic program, we concentrate heavily on the words we use. That's why they call it linguistic programming. And one of the things we listen to are predicates, or those words that describe things. We find that people are singled out in three kind of very simple categories: visual, auditory, or kinesthetic people. Kinesthetic meaning they're kind of feeling kind of people. Visual people kind of judge things by the way things look. And then auditory people have this dialogue running inside themselves, and then the way you speak to them is going to be a lot to the way they judge you. So what I want you to do today, and from now on, is really pay attention to your language patterns. And if you're having a hard time getting along with someone, listen to the words they use and match those words. Just use the same words. A strange thing will start happening. You're going to notice that they'll respond to you differently because the presupposition is you're a lot like them. Their own neurology, their own subconscious mind, that subjective part of their mind will read you as being like them, and therefore a lot of the defenses will lower. I know this sounds very simple. If you'll give it a little shot there and work on it, I think you're going to be surprised at how well it works. So let's practice that. Let's pay attention to our words and let's match other people's words if we want to get in rapport with them, and they're going to listen to you much differently. One footnote I want to make today is, if you have not watched our program on www.drgary.tv called Mind Talk, I would suggest that you do that. I think you'll like it. We're getting excellent results on this program, a lot of positive feedback of people saying they love the tune-ups, and it's like the tune-ups on steroids. The reason I'm doing that program is many of you have written me saying you wanted more. You wanted me to do more, you wanted to hear more of the things that I'm talking about in much more detail, and the Mind Talk program does that. We produce it every week. It's live and it comes on the air or online on your computer. It's easy to get to, and the archives are there right on our website. If you just scroll down to the drgary.tv website, there's an archive link and also an archive for these tune-ups right there. The screen is there, it's a viewer. You just simply go there and click on the little arrow and it's going to bring that program up, and it always has the last program we played. I invite you to join us because the information I'm giving you is a lot of this same stuff in much detail. I'm actually teaching you lessons in neurolinguistic programming, how to communicate better and how to head off some of the shrapnel in your life. So I'd like your response on it. Please watch. And this next coming program, next Wednesday night, this next week, is going to be on gratitude, the night before Thanksgiving. And if you can't watch it live, watch it in the archives, because the response we're getting is people are liking what we're saying. And it's a little bit different than anything else out there. So until next week, this is Dr. Gary wishing you an extraordinary weekend. Enjoy the weather, and remember, pay attention to what you're saying. Other people are hearing you, and if you want to get in rapport, match them. Bye-bye.